alive, but barely today. The spider was in my car. Last night was crazy. So we went to the fair, and it was amazing. But when I was driving home, a little creepy crawly thing was crawling across my windshield, and then all of a sudden I saw it, and then it decided it was gonna jump. It decided it was gonna start jumping all over my windshield. It was jumping from the dashboard to the windshield, and it was a wolf spider, probably the size of my hand. I'm not even exaggerating, guys. Like, it was the biggest thing I've ever seen. Like, it was going from the dashboard to the windshield, from the windshield to I was freaking out. I am deathly afraid of spiders. Like, I was bawling my eyes out. I was going from I still had like 15 minutes of a drive left when I saw the spider. I unbuckled my seatbelt and I rolled down the windows, and then all of a sudden when I rolled down the windows, it started blowing the spider away, so it like latched onto the window right in front of my face, and so I rolled up the windows, and then it started bouncing around again, and I thought it was gonna like start jumping onto me, and then it was gonna bite my face off, and I was bawling, and I finally got into my neighborhood, and I live at the back of my neighborhood, so it takes me about like 4 minutes to get to my house, and a cop lives right next to me, and I like was pulling into my neighborhood the same time that he was coming out, because I guess he had the night shift or something, so he was on duty, so I was like swerving in and out of the lane to get to my house. I feel so dumb because it's a stupid spider, but oh my god. Like, he must have thought that I was drunk or something, because I was supposed to be over here, and I was over here, and he was also over here. We were at a stop sign, and I was like coming at him, and I didn't even stop at the stop sign, and like he was like, oh my god, and I was like, sorry, there's a spider, and like he didn't even pull over or anything, he just kept going, but I was just like, oh my god. And then when I got home, I just ran up to my door, and I left the car running. I left the keys in the car, and I was banging on my door, and my mom came and got me, and she's like, what the hell? And I was like, there's a spider in my car, and she's like, and she just handed me a bottle of bug spray, and I couldn't even find it, and then I took my flashlight on my phone, and it kept crawling in and out between the dashboard and the window, and I tried spraying it, and once I sprayed it, it jumped out at me, and I was like, oh heck no. And then finally my mom came outside, because she was like, okay, you're making way too much noise, you're gonna wake up all the neighbors, you're gonna wake up your sister, you're gonna wake up your dad. Oh my god. So finally that happened. She got my keys out of my car. We didn't find the spider until I found it this morning, but I'll tell you about that. But I took my purse out, and we went inside. She closed the door. She's a lifesaver. So this morning my dad comes outside. He checks everything. He checks under the mats, he checks under the steering wheel, he checks under my hood, he checks under the hood inside the engine, he checks under the seats. Nothing. I think I'm safe. Until I start driving to work. That's when the spider crawls out between the window and the door frame. And I'm holding my spray can of bug spray, because I am that afraid. I had a premonition that the stupid spider was going to be in my car. So I was holding this can of bug spray, and I sprayed half the bottle on the stupid thing, and then it curled into a ball, and I got it. I got that little sucker. Like, I got it. It was dead. And that's the story of how I killed the spider. It's dead. I killed it. I came over my fears, guys. If I can do it, you can do it too. But now about the fair. I just had some of the best pineapple in the world. And the fair. So me and my boyfriend Roman, I don't think I've ever said his name on this channel, but his name's Roman, by the way. So we never really officially made a date for our anniversary. And last year at this time, in the year, we went to a fair. And we went to the same exact fair this year, or we saw an ad for it. We were like, hey, we went to that fair at the same time last year. And we're like, hey again, we should make that our date. And we're like, okay. So we picked November 7th. So we went to the fair again and we're like, hey, we should do this every year. And we're like, oh, November 7th's our date. Alright. So that's our anniversary date. So happy anniversary, babe. I love you. He's so cute. I could pinch his cheeks. Pinch his cheeks, so cute. But anyways, it was fun fair. I could do that every year. But if we end up getting bored of it, leave some suggestions in the comment below. I'm gonna close the vlog. I love you guys. And have a great day anywhere you are. And have a great night if you're watching this at nighttime. Don't forget to subscribe.